The following program may contain elements not suitable for all ages. Performances are conducted by trained professionals. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, fans, to another episode of NEW Evolved, and here we see the Hellraiser Justin Locke cashing in his NEW golden ticket, much to the dismay of Bulldog Hynes, as Hellraiser Justin Locke finally claims the NEW World Heavyweight Championship. But the Bulldog wasn't finished there, issuing a special chain match for the NEW World Heavyweight Championship to the Hellraiser Justin Locke. As the Hellraiser was about to respond when we were going off the air, it's an absolutely shocking turn of events. Right now, we're going to go to the Hellraiser Justin Locke as he addresses these recent events. Welcome back, fans, to another episode of NEW Evolved. And today, Hellraiser Justin Locke responds to the challenge from Bulldog Hynes for the upcoming chain match for the NEW World Heavyweight Championship. And also in action, Jeremiah Jayven steps into the squared circle with his bitter rival, the Steel Panther Cameron Stevens, as these two men look to settle the score once and for all today in Clarenville, Newfoundland.
Last month, I finally cashed in my golden ticket and I became the new NEW Heavyweight Champion. And Bulldog, I get you on a rematch, and I'll get to you in a second. But Jeremiah Jayven, you had the nerve to attack me from behind backstage. I don't know if you realize, Jayven, but I've worked for years to become the heavyweight champion. And you think just for a second I'm going to let you take my belt away? Well, how about this? Me and you, one-on-one. You'll get your shot, and I'll get to hurt you. Now, Brandon, you can quit crying, you can quit whining that you want a rematch. You challenged me to a chain match, Brandon. I don't know if you know my history here in Newfoundland in chain matches. You're going to find out soon enough, because you got your match. You got the chain match. Just like Jayven's going to find out, you're going to find out, Bulldog, that no one is going to take my championship. No one.
Absolutely huge news there from Hellraiser Justin Locke, accepting not only the chain match challenge from Bulldog Hynes, but also issuing the challenge to Jeremiah Jayven for the NEW World Heavyweight Championship. And we've received word that we're going to have that match for you next week on NEW Evolved.
The new Evolution Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, and then you decided to spoil the night of my engagement, not only by costing me the match, but by trying to end my career by dropping me on my neck with a pile driver and leaving me laying in front of my family. Jayven, I don't know if you think that scares me. I don't know if you think this new music, this new attitude, dropping that outcast nonsense and putting on some new scary mask, that I'm gonna be intimidated. Ain't gonna happen, because I know who you are deep down inside. See, I know you're still the same scared little that you've always been. It's just now you got a little bit of a mean streak. You're welcome, by the way. But here's what I'm going to do about it, because I ain't done with you, not yet by a long shot. So, I don't care if it's in the NEW ring, if I have to go to the outlines of Newfoundland to see if you're still out there, or maybe you found a new spot. I don't know. I don't care, because all I know for a fact is I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to you up.
Alright, Travis, here we go. Another episode of NEW Evolved, and this one is going to be absolutely wild. Two bitter rivals, Jeremiah Jayven and Cameron Stevens, finally looking to settle the score.
It definitely is a bitter rivalry. You never even got to fully do the introduction. These guys are already jumping all over each other here.
Certainly, they've been waiting for this one for quite some time now. Devastating move by the Steel Panther, and fans will be right back with more of this exciting match.
Follow NEW on Facebook at New Evolution Wrestling NL. Follow us on Twitter at NEW Wrestling NL. $5 matches right here at New Evolution Wrestling on YouTube.
Alright fans, we're back with more NEW Evolved, and all throughout the commercial break, Steel Panther Cameron Stevens absolutely taking it to Jeremiah Jayven. Only now Jayven able to gain the upper hand, Travis.
Well, it looks to me like Jayven's in full control right now at the moment with this gigantic headlock, just trying to cut off the air and the circulation and slow down the speed of Cameron Stevens, to slow down his momentum as the referee looks on to make sure this is a legal maneuver right now.
I don't know if this type of match is going to be enough to settle the score between these two. We saw that absolutely insane war from the outlines in Newfoundland between these two men, where we thought we had seen the last of Jeremiah Jayven, only for him to return and absolutely decimate the Steel Panther in the NEW World Heavyweight Title Tournament match, taking him out of that tournament, Travis. The Steel Panther has to be itching for some form of revenge.
He absolutely is, but right now he's not in a position to get it, as we see right here. He's kind of fighting from underneath right now to get back to his feet and then get the Clarenville fans behind him here. And I can't help but wonder if there's any injuries or anything in behalf of Cameron Stevens that he's trying to overcome as well here as he fights back against Jeremiah Jayven.
Certainly Jayven has taken it to the Steel Panther.
And there was a devastating clothesline.
Certainly was. A beautiful senton rocks the Steel Panther.
And then for the pin here, 1, 2. The referee was in position for that, and Jeremiah Jayven frustrated. I mean, these guys have been up and down the road. He knows that that's not going to keep him down.
No, but it's certainly going to wear him down for an eventual pinfall. And I think that's the idea behind it here today, Travis.
That might certainly be his logic. You're absolutely right.
Jeremiah Jayven in firm control, laying the bad mouth on Steel Panther Cameron Stevens.
I can't help but wonder what is going on in the mind of Jeremiah Jayven. When Cameron took him out at that Outlines of Newfoundland match, Jayven came back more vicious, more cunning, more intelligent, stronger
If you've ever seen him. I'll finish that one for you because you're right. All those things are right. Since Jeremiah Jayven returned, he has been unstoppable. Cameron Stevens has been decimated by Jayven since his return, and that devastating pile driver we saw a couple of weeks back. Again, after Steel Panther returned from injury once, Jayven was able to lay him out again. It was beautiful on the night he got engaged and everything. What a beautiful attack.
That's not nice.
Wasn't much celebrating for the Steel Panther that night, I can tell you that much.
No, there definitely was not, as we
Once
see.
again, Jayven waylays the Steel Panther into that corner turn.
He's going for a pinning attempt here again. 1, 2. No, and Cameron kicks out again. Listen, you cannot knock the Steel Panther Cameron Stevens. Whenever he's been knocked down, he gets back up time and time again. We talked about how Jeremiah Jayven has changed so much, but we can't escape the resiliency that is Steel Panther Cameron Stevens, as we see him trying to pull himself back to his feet here once again with the Clarenville audience behind him at the Eastlink Event Center.
Jayven slowly but surely wearing the Steel Panther down. He's had firm control on this one since we've come back from the break.
Jayven continues to stay on top of his opponent, and there's a certain sense of relentlessness as we see another pinning attempt here. 1, 2. That relentlessness seems to be much greater since he's returned to New Evolution Wrestling. And Jayven with a chokehold here, and the referee trying to break it up and just almost getting in between the two of them there, and that's a sign of a good referee right there, but he's got to be careful.
Well, that referee needs to watch putting his hands on the competitors there.
Well, that was an illegal maneuver, and the referee had to... And referee position here again for that count. Is he going to try to break up this here? 1, 2... And Jeremiah just not releasing the hole here. Jayven finally releasing, but I can't help but wonder if he's just going to go right back. And he does. What a cheap maneuver.
What a beautiful move by Jeremiah Jayven once again. I love this new side of Jeremiah Jayven. He slapped a taste out of his mouth right there, Travis.
I think while he's doing with that slap, he's just making Cameron Stevens fight back harder. As you see, that slap just woke him up.
It may raise the ire of the Steel Panther, but Jeremiah Jayven has this one in the bag, in my opinion. Once again, another stiff shot to those turnbuckle pads.
And Cameron Stevens falls to the ground, can barely walk.
What a beautiful elbow by Jayven.
That was an amazing elbow. And what's going on there? He's
going back in once again, trying to wear down the Steel Panther. Jayven is absolutely vicious here today on NEW Evolved.
Cameron kicks him off, and then Jayven follows up with another kick to the head.
It's a beautiful strike right to the head there, and another devastating elbow there, a jumping elbow drop.
Vicious elbow, 1, 2.
Only a 2 count, fans, and we'll be back with more of this exciting match.
Follow NEW on Facebook at New Evolution Wrestling NL. Follow us on Twitter at NEW Wrestling NL. Find all our matches right here at New Evolution Wrestling on YouTube.
Welcome back, fans, to more NEW Evolved. And this one has been going on for 10 plus minutes now. Bitter rivals Jeremiah Jayven and the Steel Panther Cameron Stevens going toe-to-toe, Travis.
Well, I can't believe both of these guys are back to their feet right now. As you see, Cameron Stevens trying to pick up Jeremiah Jayven, and behind the referee's back, Jayven with a low blow, and right back on the attack again. Jayven relentless in his pursuit that looks to me like to end the career of Cameron Stevens here.
The referee can't call what he doesn't see, and Jayven gets away with one there. I love it, but wasn't enough to put away the Steel Panther. And again, right away, slowing down. Anytime the Steel Panther tries to obtain some momentum here in this contest, Jayven is there to cut him off and slow things back down to his pace, so he's in control.
Well, this is a very hard-fought battle, and Cameron has been very much up to the challenge, but he spent a lot of time on the mat in this one, and I can't help but wonder how much longer he's going to be able to endure this onslaught of punishment, as we see Jeremiah Jayven constantly pushing his weight down on the neck and the head of Cameron Stevens, and he struggles to fight back here.
Once again, looking to go for that corner whip. That was an absolutely beautiful move that rocked Jeremiah Jayven there up and over.
And look, what's he setting up here for now? It's another suplex. That's 2 variations of a wonderful suplex there. And Cameron looks to go for the pinfall here. 1, 2. And Cameron almost coming up with the victory. Cameron hasn't had a lot of offense here, but it's almost like defense by offense on the part of Cameron Stevens here. And then both guys are down on the mat trying to get back to their feet after those huge moves.
Cameron Stevens absolutely decimates Jayven with those 2 suplexes there, but it wasn't enough to put him away. And he's got a second wind here, a devastating dropkick in the corner. Jayven looking worse for wear for the first time in quite some time in this matchup.
Well, it looks to me like for the first time, as you said, Cameron might have a little bit of an edge here in this situation. Well, what's he going to do here right now?
And this may be a mistake here.
I got to agree. Cameron spent an awful lot of time on the mat, and it looks to me like he's going to take...
He's taking a big risk here.
A huge risk.
And it does not pay off for the Steel Panther.
Oh, see, why did he do that? I understand Cameron wanting to come back and fight and do the big moves and hammer it home and win this match, but I think he just caused himself more harm than good here. as we see Jayven's back to his feet now. Jayven's going to try to pick him apart.
Jayven hovering over the Steel Panther. Look at that, a big second win once again from the Steel Panther.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Jayven able to escape. What a devastating kick right to the mush, and now Steel Panther locked in the ropes.
Oh my God. Steel
He's
Panther.
absolutely helpless, Travis.
He's tied up with nowhere to go. He keeps trying to kick Jeremiah Jayven away. Jayven just taunting him. Jayven just slapping and punching and slapping and punching.
He is slapping the taste out of the Steel Panther's mouth. These two men despise one another.
And the referee is trying to get in the middle of it. He's trying to get Cameron out. And Cameron trying to get out as well. And he can't because Jayven with another kick.
Finally, the Steel Panther looks like he's about able to break free. And he does. And a big move from the Steel Panther right there.
Well, a modified sidewalk slam on behalf of the Steel Panther, Cameron Stevens. That was a big maneuver, but Todd Winters, can he capitalize on it? That's the big question right now, because look at the position both men are in.
Both men are down right now, completely exhausted. Looking to make their way back to their feet to try and put some sense of finality to this rivalry that's been going on for the better part of 8 or 9 months.
Both gentlemen are trying to get back to their feet here, both on their knees, and we'll see what happens as the referee moves out of the way. And Jayven with a vicious forearm strike.
And they're just going blow for blow.
Strikes of forearms and uppercuts and headbutts with a vicious headbutt straight out of the Stu Hart training.
Ooh, that is absolutely devastating. A double low blow, and that's it. That's going to draw the double disqualification from the referee here today on NEW Evolved. And like I said at the beginning of this one, Travis, I don't know if this type of match was going to be enough to settle the score between these two men.
I firmly agree. A normal match for these guys is not going to work. It has to be something that needs to be put together to make these guys, come to some sort of final conclusion of who is the better man.
We'll be right back, fans, with more NEW Evolved.
Follow NEW on Facebook at New Evolution Wrestling NL. Follow us on Twitter at NEW Wrestling NL. Find all our matches right here at New Evolution Wrestling on YouTube.
Welcome back, fans, to more NEW Evolved, and right now we're going to take a special look at the NEW Interprovincial Champion, the Wild Thing Tony King, and a recent Open Challenge Interprovincial Title defense that was issued by the Wild Thing. And here we see fans courtesy of NEW Super Bouts, the current NEW Interprovincial Champion, the Wild Thing Tony King, and a recent Open Challenge Interprovincial Title defense that was answered by fearless Brady Felix.
But Brady Felix has been out of action here for some time, but decided to step in for an open challenge here, and why not? It's just as good of an opportunity as any. As you see, Tony King relentless, keeping Brady down to the mat here and choking him out.
Certainly the Wild Thing Tony King, no one thus far has been able to come close to prying that Interprovincial Championship from the King's hands, and Brady Felix certainly puts up a valiant effort, as you will see here in this contest. but it's just not enough to overcome the experience of the Wild Thing. And you see here on the replay, a devastating super kick once again puts an end to any flurry of offense that the Fearless One tried to bring forth. Certainly, this was an unexpected challenge, Travis.
It was. Tony was not expecting this. As I said, Brady hadn't been around for quite some time. But I'm wondering, you know, if the ring rust also catch up to Brady from not being in there, as we see Tony being relentless here right now.
Tony here in firm control on Fearless Brady Felix. Picks up the Fearless One, looks to shoot him off the ropes, Travis.
Brady ducks under, and Brady's very quick. And Brady with a flying forearm here. Some sense of, you know, resiliency on the part of on the part of Brady Felix. I don't know where he got that from.
He was fired up there, looked to take it all to the Wild Thing. It's slow getting back up to his feet here, looking to capitalize.
Well, Tony predicted that. He saw that coming a mile away. And Brady with a kick to the face for good measure.
Going for that DDT he's going for. He nails the Wild Thing, and this might be it, Travis.
That's one of Brady's patented maneuvers, and let's see if he can make the cover here. We might have a new champion.
That one took it all out of Brady there. You can see he's worse for wear on the mat, as is the current champion. Brady makes his way over for the big cover.
1, 2, and referee right position, but Brady not able to keep Tony King down here.
No, official Callista B in there, but only a 2 count. You see Brady making his way back to his feet. He's fired up, Travis, for this big opportunity.
While I think Tony King might be worse for the wear here, is Brady with a... Wow.
That was absolutely devastating, and that might be it. Only a 2 count. The Wild Thing able to escape.
I thought he was going for a suplex, but he slammed him into a pin. But he never quite got...
Devastating move there, a big Falcon Arrow.
But how much energy did Tony use to kick out of that maneuver?
Certainly, you can see the Wild Thing worse for wear here. This is a big challenge to his title reign.
And Tony trying to get back to his seat. Brady just staying on top of him here. What's Brady going to do? Oh...
Tony with the big reversal. You see the ring awareness there. Not enough. Brady, another reversal. Looking to scoop the Wild Thing up once again.
Brady go for a suplex, and Wild Thing Tony King with a kick to the guts.
And a swinging neck breaker there by the Wild Thing. And that's going to be it, Travis. The King switch. Thanks for showing up, Brady Felix, but the reign...
1, 2, 3. This is over, and Tony King retains with a valiant effort on the part of Brady Felix.
Certainly, and the reign of the Wild Thing, Tony King, continues here in New Evolution Wrestling. And I gotta wonder, who's going to be able to step up to the plate to try and take the Interprovincial Championship from the Wild Thing, Tony King?